Hello, I'm Nathan. Welcome back to WMF Reacts. So, a little bit later than I wanted to do, but stuff happens and it was half term and everything else. But anyway, here we are back with another rap reaction. So, I've done a couple of songs by Tupac. Obviously, that's East Side. So, I need to go West Side, especially since last time I did Hit 'Em Up was a direct response to this track, which is called Who Shot Ya by Notorious B.I.G, who I have heard of, but I don't know any tracks specifically. Apparently, although Tupac thought this was about him after he got shot, allegedly this was written 3 months before then about somebody else, possibly LL Cool J, I think, or someone like that. I'm not sure. I don't know all the history. I've had a quick look at some of it, but I didn't want to go too much into it and spoil the lyrics and that sort of thing. This is apparently more lyrical than Tupac's, but Tupac's people like because more kind of melody and that kind of side of it. So I think that's a better track, but this is better lyrically. So this should be interesting. As always, you know me, I don't tend to like cuss or swear and things like that. So, when they drop F-bombs, I'm not going to say it for you just because that's me. And obviously, N-word I will not be saying out loud as well. So, yeah, you know what it is. Anyway, please enjoy this and let me know what you think. I will be constantly stopping it, maybe talking over it and that sort of thing, just because I'm trying to get into the lyrics and what it's about. And as I said, trying to understand a little bit more about rap because I don't know anything. So I'm going into this pretty heavy time in rap's history with the big beef between East and West. So I've got to go this since I've done Hit 'Em Up. This is the only logical one. Maybe I should do this one first, but I didn't know about it then, did I? So I'm doing it backwards. But we've seen that one, so we'll see what caused Tupac to kind of have a go and do his diss track in response to. So anyway, let's have a look.
As we proceed to give you what you need. Not five motherfuckers. Get live, motherfuckers. As we proceed to give you what you need. Not five motherfuckers.
So just basic stuff at the moment, just more kind of intro. But I believe in the background is Puff as well, who I will not speak about, obviously, with everything that's been going on the past year or so. Maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, let's not go there, but yeah, let's just keep going.
I'll turn the mics up. Turn that mic up. Yeah, the beat is knocking. Leave that mic up though. Turn that shit the fuck up. What?
I like the piano in the background. I'm not sure what the sample is, but obviously it's a nice piano sample. I can't think what the track is. I'm sure I've heard it before, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So far, interesting pace to it. So I like the piano in the background, and the beat is quite good. So it's kind of just setting up in it, and the voice is quite interesting with a kind of echo to it and that sort of thing. But let's get into the main part of it. This is more of a kind of intro to it, and it's just kind of setting it up.
Louder. Yeah. Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef.
Interesting so far. His voice is totally different. It's not as melodic as Tupac. It's more, I suppose it's more sort of speak than sing, if you know what I mean, so far. But it's interesting the way he alters the lyrics to match the track, which is quite good. So I know it's something that Eminem talks about, that when he rhymes things, it's not necessarily the words rhyme, but how he says the words, like orange, and he has different ones to, like, different phrasing to make things sound like orange, just because of the way he says the words. And that's a similar thing I'm getting here, like obsolete and so on. So let's go back.
Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep.
Yeah, so separate the weak from the obsolete, and he breaks up the word to kind of match the song. So that's quite interesting. Interesting lyrics as well. Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on in F all that bickering beef. So, fed with all the beef between people. We separated the weak from obsolete. So you can see how Tupac would think, hey, having a go saying I'm obsolete, and he's, trying to separate out and all that sort of thing. Obviously mentioning Brooklyn because this is East Coast.
Them Brooklyn streets, it's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet, thundering, shaking the concrete.
Interesting lyrics again. So I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Again, it's the way he changes his tone and that sort of thing as well. Trickling down, and it changes between trickling and down is a completely kind of different style. And I like the next one. So that's obviously sweat trickling down his cheek. Go, you know, people are scared and that sort of thing. Then your heartbeats sound like Sasquatch feet, so like really thumping heartbeat because really scared, and it's, you know, pumping adrenaline, thundering, shaking the concrete. It's interesting. Let's hear that bit again, because I do like the way he does the phrasing, so he changes how he's doing the lines, but between different words can sound totally different, and changes the pitch and the tone and some of the speed as well. It's quite an interesting bit.
Sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet, thundering, shaking the concrete. Then the shit stopped when I fall the plot. Neighbors call the cops, said they heard mad shots. Saw me in the drop, 3 1/4, slaughter, electrical tape around the daughter. Old school, new school, need to learn though. I burn, baby, burn like disco inferno. Burn slow like blunts with yayo.
Like Disco Inferno, burn baby burn, Disco Inferno. That's a classic track, isn't it? Wow. Again, it's like when he says thundering, so he breaks it up to match the cadence of the background music. It's a really interesting. I guess that's something that I'll hear more of the more I get into this type of music. They get a certain amount of that in sort of rock and country where people change the words slightly, elongate them or shorten them. This is very sort of more specific and a lot more kind of out there in the open. They're not just trying to get through the track and move it. It's like emphasizing things by changing it and getting it to kind of match the rest of the song. It's really cool. His voice is obviously, it's a lot deeper than Tupac. I said it's not quite as much melody in it, so it's not like he's using his voice as much of an instrument. It's more about the lyrics and how he delivers those lyrics, and that's what it's about. And what I see, the lyrics are that they're so descriptive, and you can like picture these things. And it says like heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet, thundering, shaking the concrete, and you can kind of visualize that, and that's really good. And the way he then gets the words and the lines to match the music in the background is really clever. Like I said, he elongates some words and kind of breaks them up into more syllables than you would usually get, and that's what, so it, or emphasizing each of the syllables separately instead of having one word. It's like to a certain one. So that's, yeah, it's really, really cool seeing the difference between different artists.
More skins than Idaho potato. Niggas know the lyrical molesting is taking place. Fucking with B.I.G. it ain't safe. I make your skin chafe. Rashes on the masses. Bumps and bruises. Blunts and Land Cruisers. Big Papa smash fools. Bash fools. Niggas mad because I know the cash rules.
There's so much going on. Peel more skins than Idaho potato. Burn slow like blunts. Obviously pot and that sort of thing, so I don't know a lot about, I must admit. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. There's so much. And yeah, this is the official track. There isn't actually a video for it, so it is just the background. So apologies for that, but nothing I can do about that, is it? It's one of those things. So I got subtitles. I didn't even turn, oh, that's, I don't need subtitles like that. Got to turn subtitles on. Why is it got? Come on, can I change the subtitles to something else? Shouldn't it? Portuguese. Why is it Portuguese? No, it will not let me change. English. That's it.
Everything around me, 2 Glock 9s. Any motherfucker whispering about mine. And Brooklyn's finest.
All right, that's not working. All right, let's turn those off. I just want to put them on so you can see them on screen, but I don't know quite. It's not working. So I'll carry on. Luckily, I've got the lyrics on a different window, so I can read that. Let's go back.
Cause I know the cash rules everything around me. 2 Glock 9s. Any motherfucker whispering about mine. And I'm Brooklyn's finest. You rewind this. Bad boys behind this.
So there's quite a few there. So I make your skin chafe, rashes on the masses, bumps and bruises, blunts, Land Cruiser blunts again. Land Cruisers, obviously, big heavy cars. Everything around with like 2 Glock 9s. Any MF whispering about mines, and I'm Crooklyn's finest rather than Brooklyn, which is saying that there's a bunch of crooks there, and he's the finest of them. Rewind this, Bad Boys behind this. Bad Boys, I think, is the record label that he was on at the time, and they say, you know, they're behind him, and so on. There's a lot of lyrics in it. So I'm just looking for the lyrics. They go on and on and on and on. It's really not used to it. So I'm more used to the cadence of like rock and country and things, where it's like verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And it's not quite like that with this sort of music, is it? Right, let's carry on. So this is going back to like the intro part. So I said this is more like a chorus type of thing, but it's linked to the first verse, like the intro, and then there is a verse, and then it's back to that again. So yeah. Interesting, like the flow of the song. It's a bit different. So many voices going on in the background, isn't there? Yeah, 95, I guess that's the year it was released, is it? I'm not even sure if it was. 1994. So, yeah, so it's looking into the future of what they're going to be doing. So, you know, smoke blunts, get high, ready to die. You know, 95. Yeah, so, you know, this is our year next year, you know. All right, let's go on.
I seen the light excite all the freaks. Stack mad chips, spread love with my peeps. Niggas wanna creep, got to watch my back. Think the cognac and endo sack make me slack. I switches all that, cocksucker G's up. One false move, get Swiss cheesed up. Clip to tech, respect, I demand it. Slip.
So seeing the light excite all the freaks. Smack mad chips, spread the love with my peeps. Stack mad chips, so that like casino chips or money they're talking about there. Spread the love with my peeps. So, you know, his friends, he looks after them. Ends want to creep, got to watch my back again. You know, he's looking after them, they look after him, that kind of thing. And the cognac and Indo sack make me slack. Not quite sure what that means, but talking about obviously cognac, expensive drink. So now he's getting sort of more famous, more money. Is he slack? Is he like moving away from like the thug life? And you know, is he getting a bit soft? That's what I guess I'm taking from that. Switch all that, suckers, G's up, one false move, get Swiss cheesed up. One false move, get Swiss cheesed up, so get shot many times, get loads of holes in you. Clip to tech respect, I demand it. I don't know what clip to tech means. See, I don't know much about this, so, you know, help me out, guys. This is all a new world to me. It's totally new world. So, yeah, a lot of these references I will not have a clue about. So that's why I'm doing this, to learn.
Break the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not fuck with nor see Papa. Feel 1,000 deaths when I drop ya. I feel for you like Shaka Khan, I'm the Don. Pussy when I want Rolex on the arm. You'll die slow but calm.
So still break the 11th commandment, thou shalt not F with nor see Papa. Okay? Feel 1,000 deaths when I drop ya. I feel for you like Shaka Khan, I'm the Don. I know Shaka Khan, I heard that name. Especially when I want. So all the women he wants when he wants them. Rolex on the arm, so he's saying he's rich. Popular with the ladies, gets whatever he wants when he wants it. You'll die slow but calm. Okay.
Recognize my face, so there won't be no mistake. So you know where to tell Jake, lame nigga, brave nigga. Turn front page nigga, Puff Daddy flips daily. I smoke the blunts, he sips on the Baileys, on the rocks. Tote blocks at christenings, hammer cop in the fire positioning.
Wow, there's just so much going on. It's like, and so much I'm just like, ah. Recognize my face, won't be a mistake. So, you know, remember who I am, I'm important. You know where to tell Jake, lame N. Tell Jake? Not quite sure if it's rhyming for something or if Jake's an actual person. I don't know. Raven, turn front page, and Puff Daddy flips daily. Yeah, let's not talk about him. I smoke the blunts, he sips on the Baileys. So that's kind of, so he just sips on the Baileys while you have blunts. Okay. On the rocks. So is that the Baileys on the rocks, or is this talking about on the rocks then? Toke locks at christenings. Hammercock in the foul position, what? So it's always ready to go.
Come here. Open your fucking mouth. Did I tell you don't fuck with me? Huh? Did I tell you not to fuck with me? Huh? Look at you now. Huh? Can't talk with a gun in your mouth, huh? Bitch ass nigga. What? Who shot you?
See, that's 5 shots. So that just, there's the whole thing. Did he, didn't he? They all say, oh no, he wrote it before. But Tupac got shot 5 times for this incident, didn't he? The record label. And Puff and B.I.G and so on were upstairs when he left, and then he got shot 5 times. And that was 5 shots, wasn't it? Let's go back. That's 5 shots. It's like, did he really write it before, or does he generally use 5 shots? Let's listen.
Can't talk with a gun in your mouth, huh? Bitch ass nigga. What?
Oh no, there's 6. There you go. I miscounted first. There was 6 shots, so that's okay then. That's fine. Because I must have missed the first one because I was like, oh, there's gunshots. So it was 6. I counted that time. Definitely 6, wasn't it?
Bitch ass nigga. What?
6. Interesting voice in the background. I don't know who all the voices are. I believe like Puff Daddy's somewhere in the background. I'm not sure who the singer is in the background. But it's quite interesting. They're not relying so much on the backing track. The backing track is just a backing track. It's not providing that much extra melody. They've got the voices in the background providing extra melody, which is what Tupac does with his own voice, but they're doing it with other voices in the background and other people speaking as well in the background. There's a lot going on. So once again, this is ending as it started. So, yeah, seems something a lot more chaotic than a lot of stuff. So obviously, because it's, a lot of emotion involved and a lot of, who did it, we did it, they did it. Lots going on. So it's very chaotic at the beginning and then in the middle and at the end. There's lots of different voices. There's a singing in the background. There's a few people saying the lyrics, different paces and different parts. So yeah, it just feels like there's so much going on. Like there's a load of them, got to watch out because there's so many of them, all with the same aim, all watching each other's backs. Is what I kind of get from it. It's like 4 different voices plus the singing when that comes on. Well, that was interesting. I didn't know what to expect at all. And there was a lot there. I see what they mean by more of a lyricist than possibly Tupac is for this track when you compare this one to Hit 'Em Up. And Hit 'Em Up was a lot more melodic, and this was more about the lyrics and getting them across in a certain way. And then at the end, it's so chaotic with so many different voices, but it kind of gives the impression like there's a load of us, don't mess with us. There's all of these people together. They're all on my side. They watch my back. I look after them. You deal with me, you're dealing with all of them. And that's kind of how it feels at the end, because there's so many, it's like 5 different voices possibly I can hear all going along and all carrying the same melody and some of the same lyrics. Some of it's being repeated, some of it's different. Yeah, that was a bit different. I'm gonna have to try another track from B.I.G as well to see the difference between this and the normal kind of song, because this is very specific. He's possibly bragging about something, or just having a go at somebody because they got shot, and somebody on West Coast got shot by somebody from the East Coast who's like, yeah, we did this. This is who did it, who really did. And it'd be interesting to know who it was he was talking about if it's not Tupac. They say it's not, but and the gunshots doesn't match up, so that does lean in that direction. And if it was written 3 months before, did he write it knowing it was going to happen because he had inside information, or was it just coincidence? But obviously he released it at the perfect time to upset Tupac, because just after he got shot, it's then released, which is why Tupac thought it was about him. It is very intriguing, isn't it, finding out all this stuff, because I know nothing about this, being in the UK as well, and listening to a different type of music. Although at the time, I think I was actually living in New York. Well, 95, I was in New York, so just after this all happened, I was living in upstate New York, so not in the city. But anyway, enough of me talking. I'm going to have to kind of unpack that in my head and hear it again, and then I'll find another B.I.G. So if there's a more specific Notorious B.I.G. track that you think is kind of like classic, and the one that really shows off his talents, then let me know which one that is. If not, I'll just choose a random one and just see what I can find. But yeah, let me know which one I should do next of his, because I want to do just a normal track and not kind of diss track sort of thing with this beef with Tupac, and see what there is from a normal kind of song. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Please comment, like, subscribe, have a look at my Patreon, and join me again soon. Till then, bye bye.